Yo, this African Nest Show. We back with another one. Got my man Will. He here again. Lil Will, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Let's get right into these Browns and the Colts game, man. I got a lot to say about the Browns, but I want to hear your take on it before I go in, because I'm going in. I'm feeling some type of way. Stefanski, you on the clock. I'm just letting you know that. If you ever see this, go ahead.
Another win. That's all I got to say. I feel like we got bailed out with that call at the end because that was uncatchable, but we also got cheated versus the Steelers when it was a pass interference on Donovan Peoples-Jones. Well, I mean, they didn't call it, but now they called it on this one. So, I mean, we 4-2 without Deshaun Watson. If anything, I want to ask you how you feel about Deshaun Watson in that situation.
So I feel like about that situation, I feel like Kevin Stefanski, when he told the media that Deshaun Watson was cleared to play, I think that's why us as fans feel like what's going on with him. But I can clearly see when he threw that first pass that he wasn't ready to play. I could see that with the first pass that's a normal routine pass that he normally would have made that he didn't make. He came short. So I was like, something ain't right with him. He might be still hurt. They kind of forced him to come back because the team, we all wanted him back. Like when he coming back, he was cleared to play after the first game. We thought he was injured. He could have played that game. Now it's 2 games, and then he come back, and then he go to the tent because his head hit the turf, and they said that Stefanski held him out because of that hit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he was ready to come back, period. I think they made him come back because of the fans. They listen to the fans too much. Like, if he's not ready, we don't want the same thing that happened to Baker that happened to him, do we? Him playing hurt with his shoulder injury, the other shoulder. It was on Baker's left arm. It's on his throwing arm, right arm. You know what I'm saying? So that's even bigger. But we don't want that same thing to happen again, is what I'm trying to say. So I feel like he injured. They forcing him to come back early. He wasn't ready. That's why we saw what we saw.
It don't bother you that we paying him $230 million and we 2-1 with him and 2-1 without him?
It don't bother me.
That money could have went somewhere else.
It don't bother me because he didn't want to come here from the jump. He turned us down 3 times.
So basically you're saying the Browns should have never got him.
That's on them.
No, I'm asking you, should the Browns should have got him?
That's on them. I think he's still a good player. To me, I feel like it's the coach. The coach got to go. We done had 4 quarterbacks, right? We done since Stefanski, we had Baker,
right?
We had Brissett, we had Dorian Robinson, and then we had Deshaun, and now and they all look like the same quarterback. It was 5 of them. Let me see: Deshaun, Dorian Robinson, P.J. Walker, Brissett, and Baker. They all look like the same quarterback. They didn't. Only time Walker looked at it a little different, but they all was the same problem. Like, it's like we still in here the same place with Baker.
I gotta disagree with that.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Brissett put up good numbers when he was playing. He wasn't playing bad. He wasn't
winning no games. When they put the ball back in his hand and win, what did he do?
That was on the defense. You can say our defense was bad last year.
They stopped them and put the ball back in his hand and win, and what did he do?
But with
throw an interception. Under pressure. Every single time they did it, under pressure.
You can't say every single time because
3 times he done it.
Week 1 last year, he drove down the field and won that game.
3 times he done it. Under pressure, and he buckled.
Go back and watch them games.
I don't want to hear that. Like I said, all them quarterbacks. Brissett might have looked different. He might have been the only one that looked okay.
And then you can't say Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
They all look the same. They threw him out hot water. They all look the same, man.
I can't say that.
They all look the same. My thing is, this is why I say Stefanski need to go. We done had 3 different quarterbacks that's not the same. They not the same fucking quarterback. Excuse my language, not the same quarterback. Why?
Who you talking about?
Baker not the same.
Baker trash. You know Baker trash.
He not the same. We seen what Deshaun
Watson. But Baker
Watson
is trash.
But Baker's not the same as Deshaun Watson. He not.
We ain't say Deshaun played good football since 2020.
None of them, man.
You can't say that.
We know what Deshaun can do. We seen him.
Is that the same system?
We know what he can do.
Is that the same system?
We know what he can do, man. He had a whole offseason to get that system together. He playing the same way.
The same thing.
He playing the same way Baker was playing, dog. The same way. It ain't no difference. They still, only thing is Baker wasn't throwing downfield as much. And that's what they doing too much.
Baker throw that on the field all the time.
That's what
with
they
the
doing
Browns.
too much. Man, come on, man.
It's not the 1980s. You're not about to run the ball 40 times a game.
Run the ball. That's our identity, man.
Oh, man. See, if you was the
if,
head coach, we probably wouldn't win no game.
If Ford is our starting running back, right?
Right.
He our starting running back. Ford had 11 carries before he went out the game with 74 yards. He our starting running back. Hunt was the number 2. He had 10 carries. And then when he got hurt, Strong came and he had 8 carries. Hunt had 31 yards with 2 touchdowns. Ford had a touchdown. But for us to be to win, we saw this last year with Nick Chubbs. Our running back the main one had to have at least 18 to 20 carries. The second one has to have at least, I would say, 12 to 13 carries.
You're not running the ball that much in the NFL. You're not.
We was in the
that.
red zone. We did like 9-10 plays in the red zone, man. And the referee kept giving us the ball back.
Now that,
and then,
yes, when
we ran it, he ran it in. The first time he ran it in.
Like I said, I agree with that you should run the ball down in the red zone.
And then
but you're not running the ball 20 times a game.
Kevin Stefanski.
30 times, that's outrageous. You're not running the ball. How many possessions? How many times you think you got an offensive possession in the NFL?
Man, we
50% of the time.
Our identity is a run first team, man. We gotta understand.
That's cool. That's a run first team.
We do better on offense when we going through our running backs.
So you're not about to run the ball with.
They couldn't get it.
You're not about to run that ball that many times. We don't have Nick Chubb back there. You're not about to run the ball.
Hunt and Ford is doing a great job taking Nick Chubb plays. They doing a wonderful job taking his place. You really ain't missing it. They is though. What you mean? It's more than one game.
So
it's been 3 games.
What 3 games? What did Ford do versus the 49ers that just stood out?
What's his name? He had a touchdown.
Who?
Chubb, Hunt. Hunt scored
against the 49ers.
Yes.
But how many yards did he have?
He wasn't getting that many touches.
How many yards did he have?
I think Hunt is averaging like 4 to 5 yards a carry, man.
You gotta prove that. You gotta show me that.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
He getting 3.1 yards a carry.
That's what they say on here.
That's cool.
That's good.
That's cool.
That's good. He not Chubbs. Chubbs the only one to get 5-point-something yards a carry. I think if Hunt was to take that load, he can handle it, man. I believe in Hunt. I think he can handle it.
Hunt just one of your favorite players.
No,
Hunt is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not no bell cow.
But I think he can handle it.
He don't have the speed to break. We don't know that because
they never get. Only time he had the opportunity, he had 1,300 yards, rookie of the year. Only time he had the opportunity.
And how long ago was that?
It don't matter.
How long ago was
he
that?
had the opportunity. He had the touches.
Okay, we can say that about Le'Veon Bell. When the time he was playing,
he had like 800 yards. He was getting the touches.
You can say that about Le'Veon Bell when he played.
All I'm saying is
Le'Veon did some one good year, 2 good years.
Le'Veon was good. When he sat out that time, man, then they looked at him as a troublemaker.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Say this here.
When you gave somebody a chance, okay, he do good. But that's 5 years ago.
All I'm saying is let's
can't
stop
keep
talking
going
about
up for 5 years ago.
Let's stop. What you mean, man? They not giving him the opportunity. Not giving him the touches, man. He not getting the touches he was getting.
Why?
He need to.
Why?
Because they had Chubbs and they don't believe in him.
And Chubb not there no more.
When Ford went down, this is how you know they don't believe in Kareem Hunt. When Ford went down, they put Strong in and started giving him the ball.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
They don't believe in Hunt. That's why. That coach Stefanski, he don't believe in Hunt. Then they start forcing the ball to excuse my language, they start forcing the ball to Amari Cooper. He was locked down. Dude had the clamps on him. The key was threw away. He was locked down, man.
So it was always a good pass to him?
He was locked down.
Was it always a good pass to him?
What you mean? Why would they throw a Hail Mary with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
No Hail Mary.
It was a Hail Mary, man.
That was not no Hail Mary, man.
It was 3 DBs back there.
Well, that's just a bad decision, but that wasn't no Hail Mary.
Man, he threw it. We was like on the 50-yard, maybe we was on the 50-yard line, maybe inside the 40. He threw that motherfucker, he threw it all the way down the field, man.
All right, so is Kareem,
Kareem
Hunt a top 10 back?
Listen.
Is he a top 10 back?
You can't say that because he's not getting the touches. He don't have the numbers to say that.
So if he's not a top 10 back, how many carries should he get?
I'm not about to debate with you about no Kareem Hunt. That's not the problem. The problem is the coaching. Kevin Stefanski. That's the problem.
He 2-0 with a third string quarterback. You gotta get off his back.
What you mean?
He 2-0 with him.
It's terrible, man.
Obviously it's
bad play call. It ain't working.
Why ain't it working?
The referees gave us that game. The refs gave us that game, man.
Oh, even if you want to say
and then they gave us we almost blew it.
Okay.
And then After we made the touchdown, why would he go for the 2 point? They've been stopping us in the red zone that whole 10, at least.
Why
10
would you
plays.
not go for 2 points? We won the game by 1.
So you don't trust your defense now? There's only 15 seconds left.
It don't. How many games?
You don't trust your defense.
What happened to the Jets game last year? What happened to the Jets game last year with the defense?
That's last year.
Okay.
This is a whole different defense.
Don't talk about last year when you talk about Kareem Hunt in 2018.
This is a different coordinator, man.
And this is a different Kareem Hunt.
But this is a different defensive coordinator right here.
You can't do that. You cannot swing the goalposts.
What I'm trying to explain, but we got a whole different defense. Kareem's still the same player. He ain't changed it. Yes, he is.
He haven't showed it. Okay,
listen,
so all right,
we're not about to debate about Kareem Hunt.
No, listen.
What I'm saying
I got this question for you, right? We kick the ball off, right? And they run this bitch back 20 yards. I mean, excuse my language. They run it back down to the 20-yard line. They kick the field goal. Do we lose?
What you mean? They stopped them. The kickoff team been doing good.
That's not my question. You got to answer my question, man. It's 39-38, right? If we didn't get the 2-point conversion, correct?
No.
Okay, then. So we kick the ball off and he break down the sideline. Let's say he don't score. And they kick that field goal. How much do we lose by?
Listen.
How much do we lose by?
But if they didn't, it didn't happen.
But that's why you go for 2.
It didn't happen, though. But it didn't happen. But it didn't happen.
Please get in the comments if y'all know what I'm trying to tell him.
You know why
it didn't happen?
I know I hear what you're saying. But that's
understanding.
Almost could have, but our defense showed up in the second half. Our defense was stopping them in the second half. They was stopping. They did a good job in the second half of that game. That's why that didn't happen. He ain't had no faith in our defense. That's the only thing we got going that's consistent.
It's not about faith.
He ain't had no faith in them, man.
It's about realistic.
It's 15 seconds left.
It don't matter.
You kick that ball in the air when you kick it off. You put it in the air on purpose. Let him catch the ball. You don't kick it to the end zone and get a touchback. To start on the 20, you kick it in the air.
He don't know sports. He don't know football. Run the ball.
He don't know football, man.
That's all it comes down to.
Make them run the ball to run the timeout because they're gonna do a desperation play.
Okay,
then say they run the ball, we tackle them. I think they had like some timeouts left. They start the clock. They get the ball again. We stop them. That's the game. 15 seconds.
That's what you hoping. That's in the perfect scenario. Man. But all I'm saying is
field goal, man.
All you know is he get a good return and it's a penalty. Now they in field goal range. That's why you go for 2. Listen, it's not about trusting your defense.
If I'm the coach, it's
the reason why you're not the coach.
We had 10 plays in the red zone. The referee held us. They stopped us because we was throwing the ball. They stopped us. The referee saved us twice, and we ran it in and got the touchdown. Why would I go for the 2-point? If I know they stopping us,
go up 3.
But they've been stopping us, though.
Maybe not to run the ball, but you go up 3. So even if they get a chance and they get down the field, they kick a field goal. If you go for it and you get it,
but you don't trust your defense.
It's not about the defense.
You don't trust the defense.
You keep saying defense. It's not about the defense,
man.
It's about the scenario and the situation that you are in. If they get downfield and kick a field goal, let's say you kick a 60-yard field goal, we lose the game, correct?
They wasn't gonna get there though.
It's not about that. I'm talking about what about the kickoff team? What if the kickoff team don't make a tackle?
Get there, man.
Next subject, man.
They wasn't gonna get there. We can't talk about what ifs and could be or it could have happened.
But that's why you do it.
And they stopped them.
That's why you do it. You go for 2 for that reason.
They couldn't do it. They stopped them.
If they get a field goal, they can win the game with 15 seconds. It won like it was no time on the clock, and they went for 2. It's not obviously they trust their defense.
No, they don't.
That's dumb,
kick
man.
the field goal, man. I get what he was trying to do, but they stopped us.
Right. If we kick the field goal and we up 38-40 and they get down the field,
but they didn't get down the field though. They had 15 seconds.
Prime example, the Jets game. What happened in the Jets game last year?
I can see if they had 20. I can see if they had 30 seconds. I can see if they had. I mean. Yeah, it was seconds. It was minutes. Was it minutes? It was 15 minutes.
It don't
matter. It was seconds.
It don't matter if it was minutes or seconds.
I can see if they had a couple minutes, 2 minutes or something, or a minute or something, or 50 seconds. I can see him doing that then because they got time to do it. They didn't have time to do it. They had to do desperation plays. All they could do, because they were so far away from the first, we stopped them. All they can do is throw the ball long. That's all they can do.
So if they throw the ball long,
and they damn near pick the defense, damn near pick the ball off. The first play, we almost picked the ball off.
Right. But what if they didn't? What if he caught the ball and got out of bounds?
We can't talk about what is, what happened. That's what we talking about, sir.
Yeah, but that's not why you go for 2. That's not why you go for 2. And
I know why you went for it. I don't care,
right, man. You go for 2 like to go up 3.
Kevin
so
Stefanski.
if they go up 3, then what happened? They have to win. They have to win the game with a touchdown compared to win the game with a field goal. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
3 targets for 2 receptions. 3 targets. And one he threw in the end zone with 14 minutes in the game, it was 14 minutes in the fourth quarter that he threw in the end zone. They almost picked it off. He didn't even try to fight for it. It could have been a 50-50 ball. He didn't make no adjustments. He just stood there. All he did was try to hit the dude from behind when he was in the air. He didn't jump up. He could have been a 50-50 ball. He ain't make no adjustments, man.
Long story short, we won.
Long story short, we
bad
coaching. We should have that game. We should have blew them out. They shouldn't have been. Our defense alone are holding them because our defense gave us some points, but our offense wasn't doing it. Our running game was. That's what kept us in the game. You know what I'm saying? And Njoku, I feel like he should be more involved, man. We should have short passes because of our we got injuries on our offensive line. We got our line clearly they gave up a hella sacks. How many sacks did they give up, man?
The offensive line gave up like 2 sacks, man. I don't know what you talking about.
Man, it looked like way more than 2 sacks. It looked like way more than 2 sacks. I promise you they was in that backfield.
Just because they in the backfield don't mean it's a sack.
We had a lot of hurries, man. A lot of hurries.
And how long was P.J. Walker holding the ball?
Don't matter. He couldn't want nobody.
Why don't it matter?
Because what's the name wasn't getting open? Because Amari Cooper, the route runner, wasn't getting open. That's why.
That's ridiculous.
They was looking for him. Then the announcers say, "Oh, they want to win this game. They got to get Amari Cooper involved." What do you think they did? Forcing the ball, threw it down the field, trying to get him involved.
He had 3 targets.
He wasn't open.
That's not
he
forcing
wasn't
him the
getting
ball.
Open.
Forcing somebody in the ball.
And when they said that, then they threw that. That's why they threw that Hail Mary. That's forcing the ball. That was a Hail Mary. I don't care what you say.
66% of the time throwing
they
this way.
Forced the ball, man.
That's not forcing the ball.
Yes, it is. That was a bad pass.
So he forced one pass. That's forcing
the ball.
That was a bad
pass, and he didn't even try to. That one, man. Listen, all right, we gonna.
That's anything.
We got, like I said,
if I throw the ball at somebody 3 times, I can't catch 2 of them.
Whoever calling them plays, it's time for them to go, man. Period. Point blank and period.
If we were 0-6, I can agree with that. But we 4-2. We
whoever calling them plays,
half our season with backup quarterbacks, and we still 4-2. What's the problem? What's the problem? We were playing half our season.
We should have beat the Steelers. They got a backup quarterback too.
No, they don't. That's their starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's starting now.
He been starting since last year.
No, not that dude they had.
Who? Kenny Pickett?
Man,
bro, go watch the game. You're not watching no games.
I thought
you turned on sport. You're turning on Sports Center.
He wasn't starting last year. What's the name was? Remember?
He started at the end of the season.
Mason was.
Man, go watch the end of their season. He been starting since last year.
And then what's the name was named the starter. He was supposed to have been the starter, but he got killed. Rest in peace to him.
Man, you gotta watch all the games, man.
I do watch the games, man.
Cutting on Sports Center.
I do watch the games, man. We shouldn't have lost to the Steelers. They don't got nobody. They don't got nothing over there. They don't have nothing over there.
Our offense lost that game. We know that.
They don't have nothing over there, man. Bad play calling.
We 4-2.
We shouldn't have lost to the Ravens. They only got Lamar Jackson. They don't even got a receiver.
Coming into this year, at this point in time, I had us 4-2. I ain't have us no better than that.
That's what you had it, but like I said,
we doing what everything I said we was gonna do.
We the most talented team in our division. We've been that way for the past at least 3 to 4 years.
That's your opinion. That ain't facts.
Man, we the most talented.
We don't even have the best quarterback in our division.
Dude. We got the most talent, man, in our division. Like
that's your opinion.
That's why you can put a backup in there and he still give you what a starter give you. That's why you can do that because of the talent we got. And then we ain't even, man, we not. Anyway, I'm just upset. I don't like that win. I'm taking it. A win is a win. But I don't like those kind of wins, man. I feel like that game right there, we played better against San Francisco. They was a harder team. They was a harder team.
What's the end result? What was the end result of it?
It don't matter.
What is the end result?
We can't be letting teams like the Colts be in them games with us, man.
Colts was a 500 team that we played. They just now 3-4, but they was a 500 team.
3-3, but they wasn't on our level, man. They wasn't on our level. Now I think we got the Seahawks next. That's gonna be a problem. Let's go to Ohio State real quick. Ohio State and Penn State. I think that should have been a college game of the week. That was a very, very
Ohio State should be number 1 in the country right now.
That was a very, very good game, man. I enjoyed that game through and through. That Ohio State game. I think our
defense looked good.
McCord, he coming through. He getting more comfortable. He was super comfortable in that pocket. Like I think our defense is coming around.
Couple throws in the first quarter that he missed, but like I said, that's a big time game. He probably was nervous, missed some throws, but at the end of the day, like I'm gonna always say, man, as long as we win, I don't care how we do it.
Marvin Harrison Jr. had a huge game.
He looking like the best player in the country right now.
Man, he different. He honestly, man, I told you I went to the game. They played Western Kentucky, I believe. When I tell you he was open majority of the time, I'm telling you, dude is different, man. Marvin Harrison Jr. is different. I think he's gonna be better than his father.
That's a big statement.
I'm saying that he got
can
more
see it,
height.
though.
I can see him being better than his father.
see it,
Man.
too.
I'm saying
That's
that
a
right
big
here on the
statement, though.
podcast. I can see him being better than his father, man. But
So what
came through.
What stood out more to you? Was it the Marvin Harrison or was it the defense in general?
I think what stood out to me is our quarterback get more comfortable.
That wasn't the
Our
question.
DB. I know that wasn't the question, but I'm telling you what stood out to me. I'm getting to it. You gotta let me finish, man. I feel like our quarterback being more comfortable in the pocket, he can make better decisions. He not rushed or nothing like that. So I feel like that's what stood out to me. And our DBs stood out to me a lot too. We got some solid DBs out there, man. They stood out to me too. I seen a lot of good plays they made. You know what I'm saying? As far as our DB, that's what stood out to me. Him being more, because when the first couple games, Kyle McCord, he looked a little shaky, man. I wasn't sold, but now he's getting comfortable. He more comfortable in that pocket. He can make more sound decisions, man. You know what I'm saying? He was 22 for 35 with 286 yards. He threw 1 TD. You know what I'm saying? I like our running game too with Ohio State. I like our running game.
Yeah, I don't like Mylon Williams. I feel like he trying to bounce to the outside too much. He supposed to be like that hammer.
That's
he
what
keep trying to bounce to the outside, too. Man. Hit the hole,
like
man.
to do that too.
I hate all that bouncing to the outside. Like, it was one play where he bounced it where you could have just hit the hole where, like, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but we could have got 3 to 4. But like I said, Travion Henderson, that's our running back.
Right. We're going to take a short break. If you got this far in the video, make sure you like, comment what you like about the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications anytime we drop another video. Share this video. Now back to the show. Yeah, we back. So the Ohio State. What you see in the game though? What was your big takeaway?
I think the big takeaway for me was the defense. We know what Marvin Harrison is. There's nobody in the country that can check him. He didn't do nothing where it was.
I believe so.
Like, he didn't do nothing. It was like, man, Marvin just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he been doing it since last year. I think for our defense, where I was heavy on this, I said, man, he's not getting no pass. I seen the pass rush. I didn't see that many missed tackles. I don't even think they gave up a pass over 30 yards down the field for real. Like, they kept everything in front of them. You got to think Penn State was the number 17.
Right.
And we just made that quarterback look trash. And he's not a bad quarterback. He had a bad game, but he's not a bad quarterback. We made him look average. Like, you take that garbage time touchdown away, that game look way different.
Yeah, he ain't look so good.
And
man.
I also, with Kyle McCord, another thing is no turnovers. That's going to be the big thing when the game, you feel me, when we go against a team up north, we cannot turn the ball over. We got to play that same type of defense. Like I said, the offense is getting better and better every single week. Every week.
One more thing I want to ask you about boxing, man. So Devin Haney fighting Regis Prograis coming in. What do you think about that?
With that fight, Devin ain't impressed me his last fight. But I think he got enough. I think he got more skill than Regis to win that fight. Like I said, if it goes the distance, I got Devin. But like I said, I don't know. He just ain't impressed me. Like, his last fight, it wasn't one of them type things. Like, yeah, Devin, that guy. Like, I don't see no power from Devin. I think Regis got more power than him. But I think Devin got too much skill. So I got Devin in 12.
Back to what you said. So you saying Regis got power?
Yeah, I think Regis got more power than Devin. But I think Devin got more skill. Because Regis ain't look good his last fight.
No, he didn't. He looked the same to me. I don't know why he's disappointed. Every time I seen Regis fight, he looked just like that. He remind me of a little more skilled Rolly Romero. And there's no disrespect to Regis because he entertaining. I like watching him. I like his leading up to his fights when he do his press and the stuff talk. I like all that, but he just like a couple steps ahead of Rolly to me. he still got a lot of learning to do. He inexperienced, so to me, both of them got to make a statement because if Regis come in there and show me that he really worked in the lab and worked on what he had flaws in, because I seen some, but I'm not gonna say because they might hear this and I don't want to
go ahead and say it. No, that's what they want to hear.
I don't want to get nobody no edge, man. I want it to be a fair fight, and they might hear it and then start like, yeah, he right. I did see that, so I'm not gonna say that.
All right, well, before we get out of here, give me your predictions for the big fight this weekend.
For
Usyk and Fury.
I want to finish what I was saying first of all, but I forgot what I was saying. You made me lose my thought. But Fury and Ngannou, of course I'm going with Tyson Fury. That's a no-brainer. I just seen their press conference, and Ngannou, he too much respect. Too much respect. When you I went to the Montana Love versus Steve Sparks here in my hometown, the Cleveland fight, and I was sitting right behind Zab Judah. And I asked Zab, he already said it publicly, I think. But I asked Zab, I said, Zab, who you think gonna win, Earl or Terrence? He said, Terrence. I said, why? It's like, because Terrence more meaner. I was like, what that got to do with anything? But I didn't understand what he meant until I seen Jamel Charlo when he fought Canelo. Like, Jamel usually be mean, and he be coming in there fighting his fight, but he didn't do that with Charlo. So I said, I know what he mean now when he say mean. So I said that to say, when you going in them press conferences and you being too respectful to your opponent, you already laid down to me. You ain't got to be disrespectful, but you got to let them know that you coming there to handle business. You coming there to take their head off for that moment. That they like somebody you don't even know. You can't go in there and give them too much respect, man. You laying down for them. And that's what Francis Ngannou is doing with Tyson Fury right now. He's showing him too much respect, and Tyson Fury is showing too much respect. So that's why I think Tyson gonna win, because he ain't mean enough right now. Francis ain't mean enough for me. We'll see it that way in, but he not mean enough.
So give me your predictions.
I don't know. I'm gonna give. I don't know. I think Tyson Fury gonna win for sure, but I don't know how he gonna win. I want to say knockout. You know what I'm saying? I want to say knockout, but Ngannou might have a chin. And,
I'll give it to 9.
9.
Fury knocking him out at 9.
Yeah,
so if you on FanDuel, put that on there by 9.
But Fury gonna win. He wasn't mean enough to me, man. I understand what Zab meant when he said mean. When you go in that fight with too much respect for somebody, for your opponent, because you're a fan, gotta have that dog in you. You go in there as a fan, you're not gonna fight your fight, you're gonna fight their fight. And that's just what I got to say about that. And all boxers, if you hear this, always go in there and fight your fight. Don't lay down for nobody. Money shouldn't be. I ain't saying what's his name got paid to fight the way he did, Jamal. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying an example. Money shouldn't be, or nothing should be an object that you lay down for nobody, man. I don't care if you.
Seems like you saying the money. The reason
I ain't
why
saying this money. I'm just saying.
I got out of that.
I feel like I'm a big Jamel Charlo fan. I feel like Jamel laid down though and fought what's the name fight, Canelo fight. I believe that because I saw him when he let his hands go. He made an effect on Canelo.
Yeah, he connected a couple good
punches. And he had an effect on Canelo, but. That's neither here nor there. What you think about Floyd coming out of retirement before we get out of here? He fighting Mikey Garcia in the exhibition, but I hear he coming out of retirement.
I'm a big Floyd fan. So obviously I love to see Floyd fight. But I think it's just time to just hang it up. But I don't know. Like they always say, you can't play boxing. So you can't come out here and just but like I said, I mean, if he think he got a good chance of coming back and putting 51 on his record, he should do it. But I think Floyd should just leave it up, leave the gloves hung up.
Floyd is the go to my time, like that I seen. Like he one of the best.
Hold on, wait.
Fighters.
Did you say your time?
My time.
When you on Ali undercard?
He go to my time, man. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But he to go to my time, and I don't want to see Floyd end up going out, like go out on top, man. I don't want to see him going out like those fighters that stayed around too long or came back when they should have been gone. Like it just looked foolish, just looked bad. Just go out on top, man. Keep doing your exhibitions, keep getting your money, man. Keep being you and living the life that you want to live, Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
You got Floyd winning his exhibition fight.
I hope Mikey Garcia don't lay down for him, though. I hope he go in there and really give him a fight. Make him fight like it's a real fight because he a real boxer. And Mikey Garcia is a great boxer, so I hope he don't lay down. With that being said, this African Ass Show, make sure y'all get in the comment section. Make sure y'all like the video. If y'all like this content that we gave y'all today, if y'all got to the end of this, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I love to see the comments. You know, I'm always responding to all the comments, man. To each comment, I'm going to respond. I might even have a debate with you in the comment section. I don't mind that. So I'm welcoming all comments. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, the African Ass Show, TikTok, the African Ass Show. Yeah, follow me there, man. Where you at?
Also, y'all also share the video, man.
Yeah, share it.
But I'm on Instagram. I'm at head__honcho216.
And Twitter too. I'm trying to get more active on Twitter, man. It's African now on Twitter too. So you know what I'm saying. With that being said, this African Nat.
This Will.
And we out.